Listen, let me just say, I am so grateful for the people, my customers that's here in Georgia, because the tip baiting that y'all are talking about, I haven't had that to happen to me in Georgia. So I don't know, maybe y'all need to move to Georgia. Just come on down here to Georgia, honey, and get some of this Southern hospitality and get your tips. I've been getting a lot of people that's been saying that they have been getting tip baited. And I'm like, tip baited? Are you serious? Tip baited? I'm confused. I am so lost, because is that even a thing? To be tip baited? But I guess it is, and we're gonna talk about it right now. Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you've already subscribed, thank you for coming back by to hang out with me. But before we go and deliver these groceries today, well, you know what? Let me stop being rude. I'm Renia, and thank y'all for stopping by. But before we deliver these groceries this morning, I got to just address this. I get a lot of people that are saying in the comments, watch out for the tip bait and things of that nature. So I'm like, tip baited? So they were asking me, do I get all of my tips that people put in? Because here's the thing, with Spark, they are now implementing the estimated delivery amount, or whatever you want to call it. I can't think of what the exact verbiage is, but they're putting up the amount of what the delivery is, and then they're putting in what the customer has put in as a tip before the delivery even comes. So what I have been getting the comments on is when the delivery driver picks the order up under the assumption that they're going to be getting a $15 tip or a $20 tip or whatever the tip is, because this customer has put on a pre-tip prior to the order being delivered to them. And then once the order is delivered, then the tip either goes down to less than that, or they get absolutely no tip. And that right there has me like, are you serious? Like, people out here doing that? Here's the thing, and here's my take on that. And the reason why I can say that I don't know about that, because when they first brought that to me about being tip baited, I was like, sis, what you talking about? You know? And so when they broke it down to me, it was like, they're basically saying that they're getting one thing on the the notification screen, and then nothing after the 24 hours. Okay, so here's the thing. So the customer can put a pre-tip on, and then they have up to 24 hours that they can change that tip to whatever it is that they want, or take it completely off. It's totally up to them. And so what they do is put the tip on, put a high amount, and then either take it all back or give you way less than what you had expected to get. And here's my take on it. It's like, I haven't had that, thank God. I haven't had that issue. I don't know what area y'all are in and what is really going on. I just don't know. I can't speak for that. I can only speak for my area, and I'm in Georgia. So maybe it's the Southern hospitality, or people are just actually grateful to have this service, as opposed to other people, you know, being probably up north or wherever y'all are getting tip baited at. I haven't had that issue. I haven't. The most that I've had to happen, actually it goes the other way. Like, sometimes I'll get a tip, I'll see a pre-tip, and it'll be something like $7, and the actual delivery will be something like $10. And so what you'll see on your screen is it'll say estimated total, which is $16, because you got a $7 tip, and you got or $17. You have a $7 tip, and then you have a $10 actual delivery for the charge of the delivery itself. And so, but my thing is, I've actually had my customers to go in, and I've gotten more than what they've actually put in for the tip. So like I was just saying, I've seen it where I've had a $7 tip, and then when the tips and everything roll over in your earnings tab, I've gotten at least $15, $16. I never had my tip to be diminished, is all I'm trying to say. I've never had that. So I'm sorry that that is happening to y'all. Like, but here's the thing. This is also what I want to say. So if a lot of y'all are worried about the tip being taken away or diminished, and at the same time you're wanting to make money, how are you deciphering what order you're gonna take based on the pre-tip, because you don't know the customer at all. All you're looking at is the fact that the tip is there. And so are you telling me that you're not accepting the order at all if it has a tip because you're scared that they're not gonna tip? Or are you accepting orders with no tip and hoping that they'll add a tip? Because either way, you're making money. If you go pick the order up, you're still gonna make money. You may or you may not get a tip. So how are y'all deciphering who's gonna tip you or not? Because I guess what so if I'm feeling like I'm getting tip baited, then every order that comes through is gonna have an estimated total on it. So if I'm sitting here like, oh, that one got a $20 tip on it, or it has a $10 tip, or whatever the tip is, but I don't think I'm gonna take it because they might not give it to me. So how are y'all making money? I wanna know. Leave me some comments down below, because I just wanna know, and I just wanna know, because I never heard of this, and I can't believe that there's customers out here that actually do that. But then I also hear, because I do talk to some drivers that I've ran up on, like just sitting out in the parking lot area, and they've said that like with food deliveries, like for those that do other apps or whatever, for food deliveries, like most of the drivers don't pick up the orders if it's not a tip on it. And so they just have this customer just sitting, customers order just sitting at whatever restaurant it is, because they're basically telling them, hey, if you don't add a tip, we're not picking up your food. And I get that, that's smart. But at the same time, how do you know who is gonna leave the tip on? Because I think in my mind, this is where I'm thinking, because if it's happening that much in the area, then the customers are getting smart and putting the tip on just to get you to pick the order up, and then saying, hashtag, you thought you was getting a tip. Appreciate you bringing my order, but I'm taking my tip back. I hope that ain't what's going on, but child, I'm out here in these streets like, what? Tip back? You got to be kidding me. So I'm gonna go out here today and pick up some groceries, and I guess I don't even know. I don't know what to say. I just had to come on and just ask that. Are a lot of y'all getting tip baited? And am I the only one that feels like most of the time I get more than what the tip was actually estimated to be once I drop the delivery off? Now, because I'm one of those, this is me. If I go in a restaurant, when I was going in restaurants, if I go in a restaurant, I go in with the tip set at $10. That's just what it's gonna be. It's gonna be $10. Now, depending on what you do or how your service is, you can either make that tip go backwards and get less. Now, I'm not gonna not tip you. I'm gonna tip you, but like I said, when I go in, we're already set the bar at $10. So you can either go above that 10 and get you a nice old $20, $25, $30 tip sometimes, depending on where I am, or you can make that go down to at least $5. Now, I'm not gonna just take the whole tip back, but I'm not gonna reward you for terrible service. So like I said, if my tip is set to 10 going in, and I see something that's off, or something just got to be real off for me to make my tip go backwards, because I know that people out here trying to work and make their coins, and especially as a server, being that you're only making a couple of dollars per hour and you are banking on your tips. But if that's the case, then I just say you have to put your all into customer service. And in this case, being that you don't have a boss, you are your own boss. So you have to, I don't know, maybe it's probably even nothing that you're doing. Maybe it's nothing that you're doing. Maybe it's just some people just gonna take their tip back. I don't know. I hate that that's happening to y'all though. I really do. And I hope that it gets better for you. But I'm about to go out here and get these groceries, and y'all wanna come along with me? Let's go. Let me go get myself together and we're gonna ride out, all right? Honey, I'm thankful for my customers in Georgia, baby, because they do your girl real well when it comes to the tips. So listen, Georgia, if you already familiar with me and I come and I deliver your groceries to you quite often, I appreciate you for not tip baiting me. I appreciate you.